Hey, what's cracking, everyone? I'm Carl Asami.
I'm Max Cal, and we're back for some more Final Fight hacks.
But not just regular Final Fight. We are playing Mighty Final Fight for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It came out in 1993. It's sort of a lighthearted retelling of the original game with a chibi art style. But yeah, Max, why don't you tell us a little bit about this ROM hack version we're going to be playing?
Alright, today we're going to be showcasing the Ultimate Confrontation version 1.3 by Sorinkun. It's, in some ways it makes the game a bit more challenging, but it also makes it very easy. Like, you have some new enemy placements with some changed up health points, but you also gain experience points much faster, and you have infinite credits, and you don't lose any health by using a special attack.
Nice.
So we'll see how easy or hard that this game provides.
Oh, I'm sure I'm going to make it much harder than it needs to be. I'm going to be playing this version now. Unfortunately, this is a one-player game. But, I mean, if you wanted to play Final Fight on the Nintendo back in the day, this was the way to do it. Yeah, let me hop in here. Let's see. There we go.
Now, one of the strange things about this hack is that you can only select Cody for some reason.
Okay. I was gonna play as Hager, but I guess I'm playing Cody now. A tough street fighter who is skilled with knives.
Indeed.
Simple and to the point. Alright.
I'll shank you if you're not careful.
First thing I want to point out is this game has an awesome soundtrack, just like all Capcom games of the day.
Yeah, just wait until you get to the second level. That's probably my favorite track in the game. Now, the strange thing about this is, the instructions for this hack says that you're supposed to use a clean ROM dump, but I have a feeling that the author of this hack may have used a bad dump, because there's some moments in this hack where you'll see some garbled graphics.
I already gained a level, holy cow.
Wow, that was quick.
That was kind of a neat thing they added to Mighty Final Fight that you did not see in the original game, was a level up system. Holy cow.
Abigail's already here?
Normally, this is a boss character that you don't fight until way later in the game, and
doesn't appear until stage 3.
I just got destroyed. Okay. I'm gonna use these invincibility frames to get a cheap shot in. God, holy cow.
You can't let him grab you.
I know, but...
Oh, he's got a henchman help. Oh, good. Got him before he can grab...
Oh, come on. I totally punched him.
It's the kiss of death move that he's known for.
Wow, I thought you said this was gonna be easier.
Well, I said it's both easy and hard at the same time.
I think it's just hard, Max.
Here's Chibi Ondor with his crazy punk haircut.
Yeah, I love the aesthetics in this game. This is another guy you typically wouldn't see until later in the game, right?
Yeah,
some garbled graphics here.
One of the things you might notice from the original Mighty Final Fight games is that certain enemies are paired in specific groups, so there are certain enemies that you would normally never see together, and because the hack doesn't care about that, it'll
it's loading graphics a little incorrectly here.
Yeah, but all the enemy data should still be intact. So even if they look garbled, they're still gonna operate the way they should.
Oh my goodness, I already have the...
Like, these two guys aren't supposed to be seen together, so they look like that. Oh, got them both at once. Very nice.
So you'll notice I did kind of a projectile move a second ago. Normally, you wouldn't unlock that until much later in the game. But because of this hack, I've already got it.
Yeah.
My level's almost maxed out. Look at that in the bottom left corner. Are we gonna get the barrel minigame?
You can call them minigame.
Nice chance to get some weapons. Nice knife item drop. Now, as I recall, depending upon which character you are, you get a different weapon to work with. Is that right? You get the knife with Cody, shurikens with Guy.
And with Hagar, you get the hammer.
That's right, yeah, you get it was a hammer or a mallet, I don't... Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
I don't think it even appeared in the original game.
I forget, you throw the knife if there's no one directly in front of you, so I wasted that, but that's okay, because...
now you're max level.
Next level.
Already.
Look at these scrubs. Movie, now open. You tricked me. Lured me in with the movie ad. RN7255556262.
Yeah, I don't know
Unfamiliar
what
with
that's a reference.
Yeah.
What's going on with the backdrop?
The background is freaking out here.
Is the city on fire?
I'm Thrasher, ruler of this city. Bow down before me.
Heck no.
Why? Don't you know I rule the streets?
I thought it was your boss.
No.
Ah! Those who offend me must die.
He's a simple man with, he had a simple request, and I didn't bow down, so now he's gonna try to kill me.
Normally he's much bigger in the arcade game.
These were the biggest sprites they could support back then.
Do you remember how to fight this guy, despite,
Not exactly. I remember you want to try to stay, like, above and below him, because if he's lined up, he'll, start doing those jump kicks, and those are really hard to avoid. And you don't want to get too close, because he'll start hammering you over the head. Just like that. Just like that.
Even though he only has 2 attacks, they're quite effective.
Let me see if I can hit him with this. Nice.
I always thought his falling animation was kind of funny.
Yeah,
because of the facial expression he makes. Kind of makes him look like a fish.
The stylized graphics are definitely hilarious in this game.
Round 1 cleared.
I know we've mentioned it in a previous video, but Mighty Final Fight is kind of a rare Nintendo game. It's actually worth quite a bit of money these days. You could easily pay a couple $100 if you're looking for a box copy. I think this is the most expensive Nintendo game that we own.
That's
Luckily,
right.
our uncle bought it for us. Christmas Day, it would have been, the year would have been 1993 or 1994.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it quickly became one of our favorite Nintendo games that we owned. Put a lot of hours into it.
Did get us into the Final Fight series, that's for sure. We all have to start somewhere. It's actually not a bad entry to start with.
I didn't play the arcade version until at least a couple years later, because the local arcade, at least near our house, didn't have a copy. It wasn't until we were on a road trip somewhere that I got to see one, and we got to play 2-player for the first time. And it's kind of neat. Some of the strategies in the arcade version do somewhat work in this version. Like, we learned how to do Hagar's special pile driver move. The enemy health bar seems to be glitched up there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about.
Oh, shoot. Ooh. Poison doesn't look quite as provocative with the chibi art style.
Not quite.
I appear to have encountered a bit of a glitch here.
A soft lock, if you will. Yeah, I don't know if it's because of the current version of this hack or because we're using the wrong ROM for this, but
this was not part of the plan. Perhaps maybe we should try.
Let's test something real quick. Hold on.
All right, it appears to be working now. I'm not sure what happened there.
We're at least close to where we were last time.
Yeah. I'm not seeing that enemy bar glitch, so I'm hoping we're past the worst of it now. I'm wondering if soft resetting the game earlier somehow messed with some of the data that was saved in RAM. I'm not sure, but we did a hard reset and everything seems to be working now. I may have spoken a little too soon.
So, I guess Thrasher appears in the stage as a regular enemy, or is at least trying to be a regular enemy.
Let's see what happens if I attack him.
He dies, that's what happens.
Nailed it.
Did it in one shot. So, this guy's Sorinkun, he has been involved with some other hacks as well. I mean, this is the only one that he's designed all by himself, but he's contributed to other projects as well, usually as a artist of some kind.
So this is his first time trying to code new features into a game?
As far as I can read. But he's probably best known for his contributions to a Ninja Gaiden hack that changes the main character to Deadpool. And
cool.
Yeah, it's a really ambitious project actually. They also managed to change a lot of the levels and alter the sound design a little bit to a point in which it's an entirely new game.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so if you love Deadpool and you love Ninja Gaiden, then yeah, you should definitely check that out. He also was involved with a I forgot the name of the ice hockey. Whoa.
This guy's tripping me out.
But yeah, he also contributed to Go-Go Ice Hockey Ultimate, which is a hack for this techno hockey game that they it was supposed to get an American release from what I can understand, but it got cancelled due to the Super Nintendo. So it's kind of a little known title compared to their other games.
It's too bad how many Nintendo projects got overshadowed during that time because of the Super Nintendo being right around the corner or having just been released. There's a lot of great Nintendo games that came out right at the tail end there that unfortunately people didn't get to, or not many people got to play. This was actually one of those titles.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to even get Mighty Final Fight. When you think about it, it's quite surprising they managed to get it out there for North Americans to play. I don't remember if this ever came out in Europe.
Yeah, I've never looked into it myself. I thought it would be worth mentioning, the producer of this game is pretty prolific in Capcom history. What was his name? Takuro Fujiwara. Yeah, we've talked about him a bit in one of our Twin Opinion episodes for Bionic Commando, because he worked on that series. He worked on, I believe he created and designed Ghouls and Ghosts, Sweet Home. Mm-hmm. He produced the original Resident Evil series. I mean, he's worth looking into if you don't know much about him. He made a lot of your favorite games back in the day. And I believe the last game he produced was Mad World for the Nintendo Wii, which is also a very fun game if you've never checked it out.
And normally you don't see those two guys together.
Yeah.
Usually aren't supposed to be duplicates of the same enemies in this game.
I always hated this guy growing up. The fact that he blocks so often I always found so annoying.
Yeah. In some ways he kind of blocks more than his Super Nintendo counterpart. Oh yeah, he can even dodge Hadouken fireballs or whatever that ability is called.
But he can't block a kick to the face.
Alright, got to the second boss here.
I like that graffiti.
Fighter.
You're too fat and lazy to oppose me. Give it up, pal. You're no samurai.
Where's Jessica? You done flapping your lips, yours? Oh, I guess he was talking. They don't tell you who's talking, so you have to kind of...
It's based off of the little beeping noise that comes from the dialogue.
I've got the volume down too low.
Yeah, if it's more high-pitched, then it's your character that's speaking.
Good, because I'm going to chop you down to size.
Yeah, as you can see, the dialogue for this game isn't exactly, quality. They just sort of... They would just sort of write whatever, even if it doesn't match with the character's design.
I feel like I'm doing way too much damage. Normally this guy is a much tougher boss fight. He's got this charge move that, well, he never did.
I think that's in his second fight.
Oh, you're right. You do fight him multiple times, don't you?
Ooh, bonus stage.
Another barrel stage.
Yeah. This is another of my favorite tunes in the game.
So I recall with Hagar, this is kind of a tough one because you're so much slower.
Yeah. It's much easier to play as the quicker characters.
I'm surprised I'm doing this. Perfect. Yeah. You got a 2-up. Ooh.
And already we're at the old town.
I'm getting a little further than I thought I would.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe we might be able to beat this in one sitting.
Oh, I doubt it, but we'll see.
Or at least before we run out of 1-ups, since this hack does have infinite credits.
Let me see if I can knock these guys off the cliff here. Yeah. Of course, if I can do it to them, that means they can do it to me, so I better be careful. Oh. They're trying to surround me.
Yeah, I think the average speed run for this game is between 10 to 15 minutes.
I'm definitely not going to be playing through it that fast.
Yeah. Nowadays, at least the last time I beat the regular Mighty Final Fight, it took me about maybe 25 minutes. Of course, that was maybe 5 years ago since the last time I played this game.
Yeah. I don't want to get surrounded. Whee. Just like any beat 'em up, the main strategy is to try to keep from getting surrounded and try to get above and below guys to look for the openings.
And try not to get too distracted by the funny looking sprites that aren't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's two of the... Ah. I forgot what his name is, but I used to call him Ninja.
Yeah.
Because of that flip move they have.
He's a very ethnic looking ninja. Oh, no.
Now he's a normal enemy. Hopefully this one.
There's that charge move. Oh my god.
The sprite flicker is in full.
It's not sprite flicker. It's an ability, Max. They're using their ninjutsu to throw me off.
Right.
One of them's the shadow. I have to find the real one.
Oh, this is when he's gonna do his charge. Oh, come on. We shouldn't have... How are we supposed to do this?
That's a good question. I always thought when he landed on his back and his eyes are kind of bugged out, he sort of looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon. I'm sure that's not what they were going for, but that's what I always thought it looked like, at least.
I think it's possible to grab him after he tries to charge at you, but...
Yeah, with two of them though, I'm too scared to try it. Another one.
What is this?
Gotta focus.
I'm afraid to say too much. So to be quite Honest, I might have said everything that needs to be said about this. Oh. Oh, he's not gonna charge you.
Another
What the heck?
Okay, now this is just getting ridiculous. Before it was perfectly manageable, but what is this, the fourth one?
I've lost track.
And he just disappeared that time. So Max, what have you been playing this week? I feel like I've barely spoken to you this week. It's been so busy.
Actually, I haven't really been playing anything.
Blasphemy. What kind of video gamer are you?
Well, I have been watching you play more of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild has been consuming my life for the last few weeks now.
Yeah, that game has a large scope.
There's so much to do, and the world is so big, and oh, I love it. I know I'm late to the party, but yeah, Zelda's a good game.
It's also very long.
Yeah. I just got through my third Divine Beast fight. I just have the camel to do, and then yeah, I'm getting pretty close to fighting Calamity Ganon. I can't wait.
Yeah. Of course, you could be playing a real Zelda game like Newtopia.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm only 2 parts away from beating that game.
Yep, we're gonna be recording some of that later today. I'm not sure when it's gonna make it on the channel.
I don't know about today because I mean, it's not hard, but it is tedious. There's a lot of traveling to do.
Here we go, Abigail.
I'm Abigail, the toughest fighter in the Mad Gear. You've been lucky so far, but your luck just ran out.
The others look tougher than you, jerk.
I'm gonna shove those words down your throat.
He's gonna kiss us, is what he's trying to. Oh god, I forgot he does that uppercut. And the running punch. But if I'm got my timing down right, I should be able to move in.
Yeah, even as a kid, I used to have trouble with this guy.
It's the timing is very tight to counterattack him.
And when you and when you try to do an aerial attack, he'll uppercut you.
Pretty much every time.
And don't forget, you can also throw him at the end of a combo if you hold down while you're attacking.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah.
Got this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing this hat gives you a little extra power. Although we're also down to one up here.
So I wonder what Streets of Rage would have looked like on the Sega Master System.
Yeah, I think there was one made exclusively for either the European or Brazilian markets.
Are you serious?
And then they were ported onto the Game Gear for the North American
Why am I
release.
just now hearing about this? I said that jokingly. Oh, Max coming in with the facts.
Yeah. I don't know how they actually played, but I have seen some screenshots and listened to a few sound samples, and I don't know, it sounds like they did a fair job for a 8-bit machine. But again, I've never actually played them, so you'll have to judge that for yourselves.
Maybe we could snag a physical copy one of these days.
Yeah, I haven't seen the prices, since Sega Master titles are a little harder to get compared to Game Gear.
Yeah, we don't see too many Sega Master System games around these parts.
And we don't have a Game Gear.
No. Our buddy down the street, when we were growing up, had the Game Gear, and as I recall, I don't think we ever played it without it being plugged into an outlet, because that thing ate batteries like freaking crazy.
He also had this add-on that kind of helped magnify the screen.
That's right. That was their solution to the small screen. You would actually attach it was essentially a magnifying glass over the top, and I mean, it worked. We definitely utilized it quite a bit. The infamous elevator section that you have to have in every beat 'em up game ever made. Someone should just make a
compilation video of all the elevator
Oh no! Oh, that was silly of me.
You want to try to finish this, or do you think we're done here?
Screw it. Let's keep going.
Yeah, we're almost to the last level anyway. Plus, I like this song.
Yeah, as do I.
Or maybe I should just go out and say that all of the tracks in this game is my favorite.
Yeah, I briefly mentioned it at the beginning, but I really, really like the soundtrack to this game.
Yeah, particularly the Stage 2's music is often covered on YouTube. I've seen plenty of rock covers as well as an acoustic.
Yeah, I forget who did the soundtrack for this one. I'll have to look it up, but I'm sure someone who's probably worked on a billion games before. And
they definitely knew the ins and outs of this system here.
Yeah, Capcom and Konami always had really rockin' Nintendo soundtracks. They knew what they were doing. Ooh.
There you go.
Oh. Alright. Focus.
I guess for every boss that you defeat, they all get demoted.
To henchmen. Alright. I swear this time it's gonna be completely different. See, I told you it'd be completely different. What'd I say? Gonna get shanked. Shank, that's a game I haven't thought of in a while.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that one actually. Partially because there's just so many games out there.
Yeah, whatever happened to that series? They made 2 games and then we never saw another one.
Maybe one day we'll do a checkout video of Shank and see what went wrong.
I wouldn't mind replaying that game.
Sometimes they'll jump off the elevator.
Yeah, if you're
themselves.
lucky, they'll flip right off the side. Is that the Fujiyama Geisha?
Is that even culturally correct?
Sure. They would totally have this in Metro City.
Alright.
Why not?
At least the nightlife is exciting.
Oh yeah.
Though maybe not quite as exciting as Restaurant from the original
Yeah.
arcade.
Dude, I want to eat at restaurant or bar.
Yeah, I especially love bar.
And they're open from 10 o'clock to open. Those are some pretty good hours.
And you can get free apples if you can just burst open some barrels. It's all yours. Sometimes they'll come with meat.
Come on.
Yeah, I know this guy's not even the there we go. Oh, that backdrop's a little different. I don't think I've seen that before, actually.
Is that an unused graphic? Or did they just purpose the elevator background?
Maybe.
Here, have some water. Yes. I feel refreshed and strengthened. Ready?
Oh yeah, this is the only boss who is friendly enough to actually heal your character if you choose yes.
What a nice guy. You see? Not everyone in the Mad Gear is dishonorable. Of course, he is using 2 swords.
Of course, if you played this the first time, you might be wary about it and not take up his offer.
Yeah, I don't remember if I trusted him or not as a kid.
I think we may have said no the first time.
And then he got offended. Wow, that went a lot smoother than I thought it would.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that this hack is a bit on the easy side despite the enemy placements.
I'd like to believe it's all due to my skill.
Whatever you say, Carl. I'm sure Senior Ekis will believe you.
Where is Senior Ekis these days? I haven't seen him around the office lately. Is he still working on a vaccine? Oh.
I don't know, I haven't been in contact with him for a while.
Or has he been joining the protests? I don't even know. Check his Twitter. Has he been on Twitter lately?
I don't even know how a Twitter works. I don't do social media.
I got 16 experience points.
I do know that a lot of his children are still attending school in some way, shape, or form.
Oh god. So what, there's 2 more levels, I think?
I believe, yeah, this is the last level.
Okay, this is the last level.
Of course, in the original game, we probably would have had a bit more of a struggle trying to get here.
Oh no, it's missing no.
Missing number. Missing data.
Yeah. Man, that special does like no damage, does it?
At least you don't lose health.
This is riveting stuff. Oh, come on. Ah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching a speed run of this game. It's kind of neat to see people optimize beat 'em ups to a scientific perfection, you know? They know all the spawns, they know the timing for everything. Thing is, once you goof up, it changes everything. Ah.
And then there's those elevator stages that you gotta be patient for.
Yeah. Oh, the elevator stage in Streets of Rage 4. That's dangerous. It's really easy to get knocked off the edge.
You really should have more safety precautions for elevators.
I think it's cool how you have to bust through the glass walls.
Yeah.
That's a nice little touch. You're no match for me. Ready? Even though I already beat him up several times.
Yeah, what makes you different from all the other Abigails?
This one owns a boat.
Yeah, well, it ain't golden, so I'm not that impressed.
I don't even think gold floats, Max.
I don't care. You can just sit in the docks just to sink, but at least it'll be there.
Oh, it's a good thing this apple's here. Now that it just died. So I gotta say, as far as ROM hacks go, I feel like this one's incomplete. I think it'd be neat if it had some different, maybe stage graphics or different layouts for the stages, something to switch it up just a little bit more.
Yeah, it kind of tries in a few spots here and there, but they're mostly the same stages, just with different enemy placements.
But hey, I appreciate it. You know, I love the work that's been put into this, but so far as whether or not I'd recommend getting it or not, I feel like you could probably skip this one out and not feel like you're missing too much.
And again, they're aren't really many that there are not really many hacks for this game. I don't know what kind of development tools are out there or what they use to make these things possible.
Ah, this guy.
It's annoying.
Ooh, alright.
Yeah, usually that meat sign is supposed to give you health when you punch it.
Yeah, it's kind of a sort of secret, but not really. Because it's everyone's instinct to punch food signs, because in beat 'em up games there's often food hiding in them. Or if there's like food stands or food trucks, you know, you gotta go and see if you can interact with it in some way. Either by breaking it or throwing it or using it as a weapon. Oh.
Yeah, usually Ninja Guy and Ondor are my least favorite combo of enemies to fight in this game.
It's always tough when you've got a really fast guy and then you've got the heavy muscle backing him up.
Your journey ends here.
I'll see about that.
Oh, yeah. Only got one up left.
I got this. Uh-oh. Didn't get the timing on that quite right.
Alright, now it should be simple. This is the easiest way to trick them. Alright, final stretch. Can you make it with just one guy?
Let's find out.
I love Jessica. Give her to me.
She's not some object to be given away, Cody. Jeesh.
No wonder you guys broke up years later.
Relax. Jessica is my special guest. She's in the next room.
You're scheduled to be married tomorrow. Ha ha ha. Let's begin our final fight. Oh, he said it! He said the title of the game, Max.
Oh, but it's not Mighty Final Fight.
Yeah, 0 out of 10. This game sucks.
I just noticed that there are multiple Statue of Liberties in the background.
There are. I guess France was very happy in this universe and gave us like 20 Statue of Liberties.
I was about
after
to ask,
World
when
War II.
did France become so generous to the Americans?
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah, you have to try to get close to him as he's laughing. Ooh, this begs the question, is this a sequel to that original Final Fight game because he's covered in cybernetics?
I think it's more of a retelling of the original game rather than a reboot or a sequel.
It's just kind of its own thing.
Yeah. This section's quite challenging if you're playing as Hagar because he's so much slower.
Whoa. I used to think that was quite a gruesome on-screen graphic there, even for an 8-bit. So yeah, we saved the day, but Hagar's the hero.
I always thought that was so funny. And I think he only does that with Cody, right?
Yeah.
Dad, it's about time you got here.
Sorry, princess. I need to take out the trash.
Dad, where's Cody?
Cody? I lost sight of him on the way here.
I always thought that was so funny.
Let go of me, guy. Without my help, she would be...
Control yourself. Let the mayor and Jessica talk. For once in your life, think of someone else. Besides yourself.
Let go of me.
End.
So,
I
yeah.
like the Mega Man cameo back there.
Yeah. So that was a Mighty Final Fight, the Ultimate Confrontation from Sorinkun. It's, I would put this within the category of check it out. I wouldn't necessarily keep this as something to go back to, but...
Yeah, I mean, if you're a huge fan of Mighty Final Fight, it's worth checking out once, but can't say it blew me away.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I kind of found this to be much easier than the original game, despite the
you
you
gain experience so quickly in this version that, it really does kind of tamper the experience or the difficulty level, but...
I did like the idea of turning some of the boss characters into regular enemies, even if it bugged out quite a bit in terms of its on-screen graphics.
Yeah, so I'd say, it ain't bad, but it's not great.
Well, I hope you guys sit tight because we're gonna follow this up with one more Mighty Final Fight hack, and it should be a lot more intriguing than this one.
Yeah, remember how we said this game wasn't a two-player game?
Mm-hmm.
Well, someone fixed it. Kind of.
It'll make sense once we get there, so sit tight, stay tuned.